So, hey everyone, my name is Ronak back with another episode. This is the sixth episode in the Let's Talk series. Today, the guest of honor is Mr. Gurjit Singh Randhawa. He is currently working as Senior Executive OTT in Saregama India Limited. His work comprises of analytics with management perspective. Previously, he has worked for Mirage Entertainment Limited for 4 years and 4 months as an Assistant MIS and Analytical Executive. Apart from his current job, he is pursuing a PGPM degree in Business Administration and Management from IMT Ghaziabad, offered online by Upgrad. He holds a degree from University of Mumbai in Computer Science. So this podcast is not only on the YouTube but also in the audio formats on Spotify and Anchor. Links to those will be down in the description box. There are also timestamps available for the YouTube video in the description box as well. If you like my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my podcast on Spotify. So let us now get started with the podcast. Hope you will enjoy it. So hey Gurjit, how are you?
Hi Ronak, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, very well. Yeah, so I have a set of questions that I'll go through, and
Sure,
these are some generic questions related to what the work you do and what was your background about everything.
of course.
So now let us start with our first question. So this is the question that I tend to ask everyone. That is, what currently work you are doing and where are you working?
So Ronak, first of all, I'm currently working in Saregama, India. So I'll tell you about Saregama, India. Saregama, India is the oldest music label that India
Mm-hmm.
has. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so all what you see, Mohammad Rafi, Kishore Da, Lata Mangeshkar, from the South, Ilaiyaraaja, all the songs that have been, composed, produced, recorded are with Saregama. 90% of
Mm-hmm.
those songs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm currently enrolled in Saregama India, and my office is in Grant Road. So Saregama is also a part of RPSG Group. So what is RPSG Group? It is Sanjeev Goenka Group. Okay, so it's a
Mm-hmm.
big conglomerate. So it is expanded into FMCG. It is into Calcutta Electricity Board. It is into agriculture. It is into construction. It's into a lot of more verticals. So Saregama is a part of that big group.
Mm-hmm.
And in Saregama, I work as an senior executive in business analysis for the
Mm-hmm.
OTT industry.
Mm-hmm.
So this is currently where I'm working.
Mm-hmm. So, considering your current designations, so I would like to ask you
Correct.
that what really do analysts do?
Okay. So if you talk about an analyst, so what is an analyst? So it is not just one section of a job. Analyst is anyone that is analyzing a lot or a large amount of data. Okay. So you and me, even in a daily task, do a lot of analysis. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to work, it comes to studies, we analyze the entire subject. We
Mm-hmm.
draw inferences based on analysis, and then we try to find a solution to that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about an analyst, who's an analyst? He's not someone that he's studying or is preparing for a job. He's someone who enjoys the work of analysis, be it studies in day-to-day life, and then based on the analysis, drawing innovative solutions on that. So
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about my role here, so I'll take a few minutes to explain vastly
Yeah,
what
sure.
OTT is right
Mm-hmm.
now. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
coming back to OTT is over the top streaming services right now,
Mm-hmm.
and due to the lockdown, this has gone significantly up. So before the lockdown, people used to consume audio, video, movies, anything.
Mm-hmm.
They used to pay for it, go to the cinema. Maybe uh, OTT was already a part of it, but it was not rising that what we see today. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so today streaming services are used more than it was used before lockdown. People have gotten into the habit of sitting in their houses, switch on the Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar, and
Mm-hmm.
because of that, it's gained a lot of momentum. So coming back to Saregama and OTT.
Mm-hmm.
So even in the segment, you have OTT services, streaming platforms like Ghana, Spotify, JioSaavn, Hangama, Wink. So what are these? So these are platforms wherein you get music already on it, you have subscribers on it, and you listen to it online. You don't have to buy a music device. So I'm sorry, a music cassette, a music CD. You don't have to wait for a song to release on YouTube, and then subscribe to it and then listen to it. So OTT in the music industry has become a big source of revenue as well for the music
Mm-hmm.
labels, because you see the amount of people coming online installing these applications, you know. So also, what I feel is you get a very personal experience on OTT. Okay, when I talk about personal experiences, like, if you're someone that enjoys metal, that enjoys rock, that enjoys devotional, a person on the OTT platform can make a personalized playlist that, I want to listen to metal, I want to listen to devotional in the morning, I want to listen to Bollywood in the evening, I want to
Mm-hmm.
listen to maybe any regional languages while I'm traveling. So OTT is giving a very personalized experience to all such people. So based on the algorithms on these platforms, they start to recommend you songs like that. So people like that. Who doesn't like, someone suggesting them? So, instead
Mm-hmm.
of going and searching a lot of songs, a platform is giving it to you. Okay, this is the song. Would you like to listen to this? A
Mm-hmm.
curated playlist for you. So
Mm-hmm.
that is OTT. And what does the music label have to do in this OTT segment?
Mm-hmm.
So a music label like Saregama, T Series, Universal, Sony, they make songs. They make content. Okay, so they produce good songs for you. All the Badshahs and the Yo-Yo Honey Singh that you're seeing today, that are
Mm-hmm.
dancing onto the beats, like, they produce these songs. After the songs are produced, they have to give it to someone, right? So there are three major platforms that they come to. They come to YouTube, they come to OTT, okay, and they also
Mm-hmm.
come to social media platforms to promote their songs. Okay, like Instagram. Instagram has reels today, like how
Mm-hmm.
TikTok used to be. Instagram has reels, LX Player
Exactly.
has Takata. There are a lot of apps like Chingari and all these apps which are
Mm-hmm.
gaining a lot of momentum. And YouTube, again, the biggest platform that you can see. The songs are released first and foremost on YouTube today.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, a music label like Saregama T Series, they make content, they give it to these platforms. These platforms start to stream it, and then people start to consume this content, and that is how the music label earn revenue out of these content. And how does the platform work? So if
Mm-hmm.
you have seen, so if you go to Geo7 website, you go to Spotify website,
Mm-hmm.
and you type a song, okay, and you can see how many number of subscribers that they have and how many plays that they have, the number of
Mm-hmm.
streams that they have. The more number of streams that you have, the more number of revenue that you will get from that. Okay, and when you say one stream, if you and me listening to that song for 30 seconds, it's one stream. So this
Mm-hmm.
is the way that OTT platforms earn revenue out of it, and from that, the music label have a share among it. It depends on the agreement. It can be 50%, 30%, 70%, whatever, it depends on the mutual uh, decision between the platform and the music label. So that is
Mm-hmm.
currently the OTT industry. And when you talk about OTT, you talk about a lot of data coming out. So there is a heavy requirement for analysts in these fields.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a song, when it's ingested on the platform, you have to analyze how many streams it has, how many people are listening to it. You'll get data out of it, key what age of people are listening to it, from what area. So it's more of demographics, also geographic also. So you get a lot of data and insights. You start to analyze the behavior of a consumer. So why is this
Exactly.
important for an
Mm-hmm.
analyst? First of all, as an analyst, you always need to understand the basics, what consumers want.
Mm-hmm.
What consumers want is very important. What a consumer is into a mood, what mood a consumer is into right now, what is his preferences, how his preferences changes over a period of time. That is very important. So based on that, your music label, your platforms, all these try to, they start to give you services based on what you like. Because if
Mm-hmm.
a consumer wants it, that is how they'll bring revenue to the OTT platforms, to the music labels, to the entire circle that has been formed right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of data that you have to look into, to analyze into, like I just said. So this is a major crux that I would like to give to you, that analyst fits into this picture of this entire the circle, that from the content to provider to the OTT platforms to the consumer consuming it, and the analyst fitting in the circle of this, analyzing each and every trend.
Mm-hmm. So,
So that is how I can say
yeah.
that.
So the task of the analyst is to study the data. That's what you do.
Correct, correct. To study what song is currently trending. If you
Mm-hmm.
talk about the top singers right now in the Bollywood industry, you can say it's Yo-Yo Honey Singh, it's Badshah, it's Arman Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Arijit is the biggest streamed artist on OTT right now on YouTube as well. So how do you get this data is by analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You see the songs that these artists have been creating since a long time. Then you see
Mm-hmm.
the number of streams that they have, the popularity that they have on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and then you also see the streams that they have on YouTube. So it is all that you have to analyze, because ultimately, as an analyst, what you have to do is you need to if I put it in a very simple words, it would be giving you a roadmap on how a
Mm-hmm.
person starts to grow from here to here. The
Mm-hmm.
journey from here to here is what the analyst needs to show to the
Mm-hmm.
management. So when you show the ups and downs in the data, like maybe Honey Singh might release a song like Char Bottle Vodka. That is like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's a rage today. But then he
Exactly.
releases some album like Desi Kalakar, which is not that much like Char Bottle Vodka. So that you should know ki,
Mm-hmm.
what happened. Why is not that song hitting to the crowd? Why is it not being promoted as much? So marketing insights you can get out of it. Okay, if a song is not heavily promoted on any platform, that might be the reason that the crowd is not coming. You're not getting traffic onto your platform. So that is how you start to speak in numbers. You start to say a story out of your numbers. That I would
Exactly.
like to, say to you. Yeah,
So, considering the analyst job, I think the Excel is going to
correct.
play the picture. So, how much do you think Excel really plays the picture as a professional working analyst?
Okay. So Excel can also be a bread and butter to a lot of analysts today, because see, when I so coming to companies and the requirements. So there are a lot of companies with various backgrounds, with various businesses, like I
Mm,
can say. So when I talk about my company wants me as an analyst or an OTT analyst that should know Excel in and out. Okay, when knowing Excel in and out is like, you should be very well versed with your basic formulas, your addition,
mm,
subtraction, multiplication. These are like basic. People, I know people know these formulas, but when you're exposed to a large amount of data, like you have lakhs of songs, like Saregama personally has 1,30,000 plus songs in its catalog.
mm.
Okay, and that catalog is increasing. You have B Prak coming in, you have Kaka coming in, you have Parmesh Verma, you have more big artists signing with Saregama right now to increase that catalog. So
Like
when
this
you
is the
talk about
demographic of
analyzing,
365 days, of 365 days that you are speaking of,
yes,
1 lakh songs.
correct. Exactly. Your management can ask you to, for any moment of time, can ask you to come on, let's just show, give me a, trend of Kishore Das song right now. So you
Mm,
have to remove the catalog that you have. You have 1,40,000 songs lying in front of you. So you'll not
mm.
go and apply addition, subtraction, division, multiplication to each and every cell. What you'll do is
Exactly.
you'll, you'll start to use advanced Excel formulas like VLOOKUP,
Mm,
index match to get data out of it.
mm,
Okay, and from that entire catalog you start to import data into your basic Excel that your management wants to see. So
mm,
your MD, your VP would not want you to sit and give you a 1 lakh list and out of that highlight one song in the end. They would want a
mm,
simple, they've asked you for a simple thing like, Gurjeet, give me this song ka performance right now. So they want it in one tabular form, in one sheet. So
mm,
what, as an analyst, or what you would want is you would want to do a smart work, like migrate data out of it, make a small and very clean table that your management wants to see. So your
mm,
Excel is very important. You need to
mm,
be well versed with your advanced Excel formulas. Formulas everyone knows. Again, I'm repeating, formulas you can get it anywhere. You can mug up formulas, you can learn formulas online, but you should know when and where to apply it. That is the most
mm,
important task. And that comes by daily doing your work. The more amount of data you're exposed to, the more amount of cells that you should know to read Excel tables. It's not just
mm,
data it's not just numbers given in front of you. It's a story. It's a story given in
mm.
front of you. You should be a storyteller to derive
Exactly.
data out of it.
Mm,
And So this was about my profile, but a lot of tech companies today, they want business analysts well versed with my SQL techniques, because
Mm,
in companies dealing with billions and billions of bytes of data, you cannot use Excel technically to analyze data. So what they do
mm,
there is they try to use tools like SQL to get data out of it, and then they might use visualizing tools like Power BI, Tableau out of it to give you an MIS ready data to give to the
mm,
to your management. So
mm,
that these are some tools that an analyst might require in big companies crunching on millions and billions byte of data.
mhm.
So yeah, this is what
Now,
is a picture.
so considering your profile, I have also came to know that recently you are pursuing a management program.
Correct.
Yeah, so I would like
So
to
yeah,
have your few words on it.
okay. So I'll come to the management side. So I am a graduate from the IT field,
Mhm,
but let me be very frank with you. I was not wanting to go into coding or anything as such. I was
mhm,
very much fascinated by a management part. How decisions are made,
mhm,
how you start to critically think. I'm not saying that a technical field doesn't give. They give everything. And so basically, when you're exposed to a business, you have to have everything today. You have to be a generalist. You should not
mhm,
be just someone. You should not be a master of just one. You should be a master of everything today.
mhm,
So when I came to a management side of a business, so what I was intrigued with is how to understand a business from 360-degree point of view. It's not
mhm,
just I am working for this department, so I should know this department in and out. I should know how my business is functioning from A to Z. So what I
mhm,
decided is, why not learn about business management? Okay,
mhm,
so I was wanting to learn this 2 years back, but due to some personal reasons, I was not able to enroll into a MBA or a management degree full time.
mhm,
But as lockdown came and we were all sitting in our houses, and I was starting to wonder that ab nahi to kab. So I was like,
mhm,
let's just take a certification program, and I got to upgrade, and I got to know
mhm,
that upgrade has a lot of big institutes like IMT Ghaziabad. They also have IIT Madras on it. They have
mhm,
Deakin College, top university of Australia. They have Liverpool University as well. So
mhm,
what I decided is, I want to pursue a 1 year certification course from IMT
mhm,
Ghaziabad.
mhm,
I went through the syllabus. I saw that they have everything. They have marketing, they have accounting, they have operations, they have HR, they have strategy, they have statistics. Statistics was one of my a subject that I wanted to learn a lot, and
mhm.
you might know it well because I was always talking to you about this,
Yes.
about how to learn statistics, and you're
Mhm,
very good at it. So I was like, I want to learn this subject.
mhm,
So these are the few subjects in I came across in the syllabus, and I was like, yes, I want to learn this.
mhm,
I was wanting to aim to learn each and every department. So that
mhm,
is how I opted for the course. And I would be very frank with you. The
mhm,
course is not a very hardcore MBA course, because of course it's online courses would not be like a hardcore full-time MBA courses. But
mhm,
again, if you have a curious mind, if you have the hunger to learn, if you
mhm,
want to learn something, there is nothing that will stop you.
mhm,
Online studies, free courses, platforms like Coursera, Udemy. YouTube has free courses of Harvard and MIT lying.
mhm.
People might not know, a lot of people might not know, but Harvard and MIT courses are lying free on YouTube. So
Exactly.
people today really cannot complain that, for so and so reasons, I was not able to do my studies, because today study is freely distributed.
Mhm,
So you can, if you have the hunger to learn, if you want to learn and grow, you can learn it from anywhere.
mhm,
So I came across Upgrad, and I was like, I want to offer this course. And I'm currently I my midterm exams are also over right now, and I've scored
mhm,
85% aggregate.
mhm. Wow.
And not, yeah, because of my interest on these subjects. Like I told, I always wanted to learn how a business works everywhere.
Mhm,
So when you come into a system study, where you have to pursue your master's degree or
Mhm.
your master's course, you have to be very curious and you have to ask a lot of questions. That
Mm.
why is this happening? Why is
Exactly.
that this way? Why is this functioning? So when you
Mm.
start to ask questions, you start to think in that pace. So that is
Mm.
how I am currently, I am learning in that way. So this is something that I would also want to, tell people that will be seeing this podcast or listening to this live stream,
Mm.
that you need to be very curious. A curious
Mm.
thinker always discovers areas where people, even learned or educated individuals, cannot think. So
Mm.
that is very important. So my journey will not stop here of studying. I have a lot of plans of doing more certifications, because I am not into a very hardcore technical background.
Mm.
I am planning to learn a lot of tools, programming languages. Not learn really to code, but just to have just to have it in my resume as well. Because somewhere, some point of time, these things always help you.
Mm.
Education is never limited. If you're a
Mhm.
commerce background, your arts background, doesn't matter, because today education is become very big. You want to
Mm.
switch your careers, you can take out any certification that you want. You can learn, give it your best shot, score your best percentage on it, be innovative, and then you can,
Mm.
nothing can stop you today. That is what I
Exactly.
think right now.
Mm. You know why this was a very good liner? Because you said that the management programs, basically these
Hmm.
days, need to be a 360 development program and not just a singular level thinking. You have to
Correct.
be thinking in the all of the different directions. So in that way,
Correct.
you are going to be a better thinker. That was like
Exactly.
really nice one. And
Exactly. You can be a very big leader as well.
mm,
A leader
mm,
needs to have all these qualities.
exactly. Yes, because if
Mm.
I have to assist a lot of people, I should be very good at all the
Correct.
things. Not expert, I would say, at
Exactly.
all the things, but should be good at all the things.
Exactly. Like, you should know your basics. Your basics are very important in today's life,
Mm.
in today's world.
And now, coming to a similar, like a question pertaining to your management course itself. So, how do you think that this
Okay.
course is going to aid your current work?
So that's a good question.
Mm.
So applying your your skills that you're learning into practical work.
Mhm.
So if I tell you, uh, if I'm learning, see, okay, so I'm learning marketing, I'm learning accounting, I'm learning statistics, I'm learning operations. So in my current portfolio, I'm doing a heavy analytical role. I'm learning client side interaction as well. I have to interact with OTT stores. I have to interact with my partners. I have to interact with a lot of departments, like your content department, your YouTube department, your publishing
Mm.
department, your finance department for timely payments, your technical department, because we have a big technical department sitting in our office as well, that
Mm.
does a lot of ingestion of this content on these platforms. They are using I know I might be wrong, but I've just heard that someone is using tools like Python as well in my company.
Mm.
I'm not really sitting with these people and gone through it, but I know that these people use Python, they use SQL, they use a lot of frameworks to design
Mhm.
online platforms to migrate data. So
Mm.
if I'm a management side OTT team, I would want a technical team to give me data. Okay, so I
Mm.
would ask them, I want to have my Geo Savan streams of my 1 lakh songs right
Mm.
now. Like, right, like on this very moment, I want to see the streams of all these platforms. So what the
Mhm.
technological team does is, they have their softwares, they have platforms that they have designed, and then
Mm.
they start to run those platforms. So within a
Mm.
few hours or a few minutes, I would say that they get a data, live data of all these songs ready. Okay.
Mm.
So what
Mhm.
happens here is, why am I telling you all this about the finance department, technical department? Is because I, as a person, need to be very good in interacting with these people.
Mm.
So when I talk about interaction, your skills, your personality skills, you should be very good in that. So
Mm.
when I'm learning in this course is from a management side, you have to be very, I would say, professional while talking. You should know how to communicate with your peers. You should know
Mhm.
how to communicate with your channel platforms, your partners, your clients.
Mhm.
Also, you need to understand your financial side as well, how the reports are being made, how out of
Mhm.
these reports financial analysis is done to prepare your cash flow, to prepare your balance sheet, your budget, and etc. etc. These are, like,
Mhm.
very heavyweight topics from a financial side, but you should know,
Mhm.
because I have learned all this in my course. I have
Mhm.
learned how to look at a balance sheet. I've learned how to prepare cash flows. Me
Mhm.
being a person from management side will not have to do all this essentially, but I should
Mhm.
know all this, because when
Exactly.
I'm sitting with my finance team, I should know what they're talking to me. If they're
Mm.
opening up an Excel sheet with a lot of numbers, I should know where that kind of revenue is coming from. I should
Mhm.
know what my current assets are, what my current company is using to gain revenue out of it, what my operations is, how my publishing team is working, how the content team is getting new songs, and how they are giving it to each and every platforms to, to analyze, to stream it, to promote it. So
Mm.
being learning management has exposed me, most importantly, to interact with a lot of peers, to be
Mhm.
very good in communication. Also, I've learned a lot about marketing. So for example, I start a company today. I produce. I am a service oriented company. I also
Mhm.
have content coming out of my company. But if that content is not reaching out to people,
Mm.
advertisements are not running for my company, how will people know that I am someone that is a producer of this content, or providing services for this content? So
Mm.
marketing becomes one of the major important factor of running a business.
Mm.
Without marketing, I would say that a company cannot reach out or speak to people. So you see a
Mhm.
lot of if you go on YouTube right now and you play a song, okay,
Mm.
play a song by Saregama or T Series, okay, you have an advertisement coming out
Exactly.
always.
Yes. Yes, I
So
have seen.
nowadays YouTube doesn't even allow us to skip these advertisements. You have to see that ad,
Yes.
and then your video will play. So
Yes.
what are these companies doing? They are reaching out to people like you, me, and the millions of
Mm.
people watching. So that is how I came across that marketing is such important today. Digital marketing is growing at a phenomenal rate today.
Mm.
Digital marketing is being clubbed with a lot of AI and machine learning techniques today,
Mm.
which is giving it a push to big companies to even reach out to a more number of people.
Mm.
Also, I talked about accounting, finance, I talked about marketing, I talked about communication. Apart from this, you should know statistics as well, a very important subject what I learned in my management, that
Mhm.
you should understand your content, you should know your data. You should know that at given point of time, if my data has this trend going on, I should already know that my future will look like this. That is
Mm.
what statistics tells you. It tells you a probability of outcomes that you can derive out of your current running business. That is
Mhm.
one important thing that I learned doing my management, and I love that subject. I love your hypothesis. I love how you use regression in your businesses. I learn how I love the way that you can communicate to your with your data in such
Mhm.
in a very flexible skill, I would say. Then I'm currently learning HR, organizational behavior, and legal. So here I'm
Mhm.
being exposed to how people think critically, how they are, how in a workplace environment you have a lot of a different amount of different people with different personalities. Like you are a different personality, I'm a different personality, but as
Mm.
a team, when we come together, how we need to analyze and understand our personality traits first and foremost before
Mm.
working as peers. So this
Mm.
is these are the various subjects that my management course is covering, and then it's really giving me a push to understand a business 360 degree from each and every aspect.
Mm.
So I believe
Yes.
it's very important that
Yes,
even
yes, yes.
people should understand. So when I understand that people are very anxious to prepare their resumes, apply to a lot of jobs. But before that, what I would suggest for today's people is
Mm.
you should be ready to understand your company before entering that company. If you're
Mm.
applying to if you're applying to a big company, like any company, I'm not saying just a big company. If you're applying to maybe JP Morgan, you're applying to Amazon, you're applying to Flipkart, you
Mm.
should know entire story behind it, because in the interview today, they're asking you these questions.
Mhm.
I mean, in my interview, I was asked to prepare a presentation about Saregama, about the
Mm.
entire OTT industry, about the entire audio OTT industry.
Mm.
So so previously I've been working with Miraj Cinemas. So in
Mhm.
Miraj Cinemas, it's a theater chain
Mm.
across India, and it's the fifth largest chain in entire India after PVR, INOX, Carnival, Cinepolis. So
Mm.
in Miraj, uh, I got to know about the business that this is into theaters. It's a
Mhm.
service-oriented industry. So I got
Mm.
to know a lot of verticals, how revenues earn, how sales marketing deals are done, how barter deals are done, how in that in that intermission advertisements are played. A
Mm.
big chunk of revenue comes from that advertisement to the cinema chains as well. So
Mhm.
when I was given this presentation task for my interview round for Saregama, I had to completely understand the audio industry. I was a
Mm.
newbie in that industry, so it took me a week. I took out a PDF, PDFs online. I took out report from KPMG, Deloitte. All this is lying online. Like I
Mm.
told you, you should be very curious to search these data. You cannot
Mhm.
say that, because I am not from this industry, I cannot. I was not able to perform because the management there wants to see how smart you are, how
Mm.
aggressive you are in searching your data, when searching a presentation. So I
Mhm.
spent a week after after my job. I used to come home. I used to, study each and every report. I used to understand how audio OTT industry works, how music industry works, how singers make their songs, and after this make their songs, how they approach each and every vertical. So I did a lot of study in that, and based on that I prepared a presentation which was really appreciated in the interview as well. And
Mm.
I remember at the day of my induction, the first day of my induction, the HR was, she actually told in the forum that she gives me extra brownie points for clearing that interview round, because
Mm.
I was really, I was grilled with a lot of questions, because they knew that I'm someone not from this industry, but I was given a task to present
Mhm.
that thing. So I was
Mhm.
grilled with a lot of questions. XYZ, are ये ऐसा होता है, this should be that way, this is
Mm.
wrong, that is wrong, how did you get your data? But
Mhm.
in the end of the day, I knew that I might be wrong, I can be right, but
Mhm.
my confidence is the
Mm.
number one key, that I was standing there. I was
Mm.
facing each and every questions from them, and I was prepared that, no matter what, even if I'm wrong, I will, I'll gain something out of this.
Mm.
Everything in life teaches you something. It can be
Exactly.
failure. It's a biggest step that you learn in your life. So
Mm.
I'd say that learning anything is an experience. It's a very beautiful
Mm.
experience, I'd say. That day I
Mm.
was really stressed. I was like, shit, I could not make a good presentation. But today when I see her, I was like, it was a best experience to me, the learning
Mm.
experience to me. So
Mm.
today, whatever I see, I read. So I would like to share you one instance
Mhm.
out of the. It's very out of the topic,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
uh, but it's very. It's something that I have, given myself a habit today. So I was
Mhm.
passing by the Bandra Worli ceiling. I
Mm.
pass by every day, but this one day, a thought came into my mind that
Mhm.
how have humans been able to build such a big bridge that is
Mm.
over the sea, connecting from
Exactly.
one point to another point for 5 kilometers.
Mm.
So that thing, I started to Google that thing, that the
Mhm.
first bridge built, and I came
Mm.
across this thing that the first bridge built was by Greeks in the
Mm.
archaeological times, where they used
Mm.
to build bridge as a source of connectivity when they used to
Exactly.
expand. So
Mm.
Greeks, Whites, they were expanding at a very
Mm.
large pace. So they were conquerors and expanders. So whenever
Mm.
they came across a very, they have to cross this mountain from one point to another, they used to wait for days and days, that how they have to cross it. And that's how
Mm.
they started to throw stones and, start to build on that idea of building bridges. And they
Mhm.
came up, and today what we see, the big bridges constructed on big rivers,
Mm.
is because of that innovation that they have done.
Mm.
They didn't have to study. They had no masters in civil engineering. They didn't have
Mm.
anything into architecture.
Nothing.
What they had is a curiosity, a curious
Mm.
mind, determination, confidence that I will
Mm.
reach from point A to point B no matter what. No
Mm.
matter there's a heavy rain, there's a heavy snowfall, there's flood coming in, there are currents coming in the river.
Mm.
It
Mm.
doesn't matter to us. We have to build, we have to reach from this point to another point. So
Mm.
this example was just to illustrate that we
Exactly.
humans are very innovative. We don't
Mm.
always need education to, have a support. Education is important. It's
Yes.
very important. I'm not saying education is not important, but at the same time, you have to be very critical in thinking. You
Mm.
should know each and everything. You should ask questions to yourself. You can ask
Mm.
any stupid question to yourself, that why, how phones are built, how does sound get transmitted from one point to another,
Mm.
how buildings were built, who built the first building, how construction came into picture. These are the simple questions that you ask to yourself, and then you
Mm.
start to see that you become a very critical thinker in life, and that will
Mm.
always help you everywhere, in every field,
Mm.
in your personal life, in your professional life, everywhere.
Yes. Yes, definitely it would.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
today, in our society, most of the people
Correct.
just get a college degree because their parents said so. There
Exactly.
is no particular, I would say, motive behind pursuing a college degree, because nobody is
Hmm.
interested in the real education. All they
Correct.
care for is having a job, so getting placed. That
Exactly.
is the motive, and that is, I would say, quite distressing. Not towards the point of themselves, but to the society, because they won't really contribute to the society just because of their this nature. But that is going to hamper their lives way ahead, because they won't be able to
Exactly.
educate their children that they should do something out of the box. People, I have seen
Exactly.
many people, like 95% of the people would just try to pursue a college degree just because their parents said so. They don't have any motive in their life.
I know.
So whatever stuff they are
I
doing,
know.
it is just for the sake of their parents, to make their parents happy. And if you ask them, why are you pursuing, why are you in this area, they would be just like, oh,
Hmm.
I don't know, I just landed over here with my
Hmm.
marks. So that is quite distressing, I would say. That is like very, very bad.
I know, and I accept this because I've also been through that phase.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not saying because I did my BSc in IT looking
Mm-hmm.
at someone, or just because my parents told me. It's
Mm-hmm.
just because I was a young person. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't explore what is IT. Like today, like I ask you question, like I'm asking questions to myself. At that time, I didn't explore what is IT, what comes
Mm-hmm.
into IT, what are the different uses, the advantages, disadvantages of learning BSc in IT. I just
Mm-hmm.
did it because it was technology coming in, and as a young person, you're fascinated by each and every small part that comes into your life.
Mm-hmm.
But today, I don't regret that moment, I'd say. But what I can say is today, I'm happy that whatever decisions I make today in my life is is thought upon. I ask
Mm-hmm.
several questions to myself. Ki Gurjeet, if you're doing this, if you're doing that, what are the outcomes of that thing? What are the
Mm-hmm.
advantages? What are the disadvantages? If you do that, is it going to give you a push? Is it going to give you something? Even if it's going to give you a failure, I see that also sign that okay,
Mm-hmm.
क्या हो जाएगा? अगर मैं ये
Mm-hmm.
करूंगा, I might fail. I might lose money. I might lose my time. I
Mm-hmm.
might lose resources, but I will learn something out of it. That
Mm-hmm.
experience will give me something. I will start to create better things after learning to fail. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very important to see all these things, because when we are kids, when we grow up, society wants us to be perfect. That
Mm-hmm.
टॉप में आओ, टॉप 10 में आओ,
Exactly.
कभी मत कभी मत होमवर्क कंप्लीट करो, होमवर्क नहीं करोगे तो ये होगा, वो होगा, ऐसा
Mm-hmm.
होगा. अगर आप फेल हो जाओगे तो सोसाइटी आपको ये बोलेगी, आपके आपके अंकल, आपके आंट, आपके मॉम डैड ये बोलेंगे, सोचेंगे.
Mm-hmm.
You should not fail. You should not fail on purpose, but you should always be very brave enough to conquer that thing. कि
Mm-hmm.
आउटकम कुछ भी हो, मुझे करना है. I have
Mm-hmm.
to try it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you must have known that I also started a short startup in the lockdown
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
home cooked meals and all. So
Mm-hmm.
it was not. It was just a very different side of me exploring it,
Mm-hmm.
standing in the kitchen for 7 to 8 hours, cooking meals based on orders, delivering that on time as well with my
Mm-hmm.
cousin. That was also one of the beautiful experiences of my life that I learned today, of
Mm-hmm.
going out of your comfort zone. आजकल कैसा होता है, you sit on your desk on your laptop or a good AC, and then you're like, analyzing things. You're being an analyst, you're being a manager, you're being everything. But when you come into the shoes of a hotel management person, you
Mm-hmm.
see the pain that they go through,
Exactly.
standing in the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
on their foot, hook and crook from left to right. I have been I've been sweating I've been sweating like hell in the kitchen, standing for eight
Mm,
to nine hours. But
mm,
why I did it? I wanted an experience. I
mm,
wanted to see how you get rewarded also after that, after your
mm,
hard earned. Because I didn't shy off by telling my friends also, okay, hey, I'm cooking meals, I'm delivering it as well. But my friends are proud. They were like, oh, you're doing something out of your comfort zone. So
mm,
these are experiences that you should never shy away in life. You should
mm,
do everything in life. You should
mm,
you should dare to dream. That was what I say. So
mm,
if I'm today, if I'm into a music industry, if I'm into my job, this is not going to stop me from dreaming to become something big. I
mm,
aspire to be a big entrepreneur. I aspire to innovate something. I am nothing today. I'm nothing today because I'm not known to a lot of people. But I
mm,
aspire someday I want to do something that is innovative and it's contributing to the society as well.
mm,
So that is what kids today should know, youngsters today should know. Studies के साथ में you should always have extra things cooking up in your head. It can be anything. You should never, because see in India, no, unfortunately, we have a mindset कि अरे ये काम कर रहा है तो वो ऐसा होगा. He's from that background. But
mm,
believe me, people that have been billionaires, millionaires today, they have also done door-to-door selling of magazines, of papers.
mm,
They
mm,
have been in the worst scenario. They have been waiters. They have been doing everything. So each and every experience is a learning.
mm.
So that should be the most important part today with education that I would
Mm.
like to say.
Yes. And you just now said that you wanted to do everything, even if you fail, you will do it. You know why I tell people to do
Exactly.
things? Because you will live
Hmm.
a regret-free life. Because that shouldn't
Exactly.
happen,
Perfect.
that after 10 years, you would think that I had an idea, I should have worked on it, and it would have changed my life to some extent. Obviously, if you
Exactly.
fail, it is a
Exactly.
learning experience. Even I admit to it,
Exactly.
because even I try to hop on many different things. Like even if I'm working as like I'm pursuing the deep learning area, I would also jump onto the web development. I would also jump onto the blockchain. I know even if I fail, I'll gain something out of it. Doesn't matter.
Of course.
Yes, but
Hmm.
you should live a regret-free life. That is what matters, I think, at the best. Now,
Exactly. Hmm.
coming to your past experience regarding the Mirage and everything. So,
Hmm.
you have always been an analyst. So, now, from
Yes.
a analyst's working point of view, I would like to ask you to shed some points on the preparation for the freshers. Okay, so what in particular they should be preparing in order to become an analyst?
Okay. So first of all, the most important thing for any fresher would be you should be very good in communication. You should be
Hmm.
confident. You should be bold, because that is the first point that every recruiter, every company looks into you.
Hmm.
That is the first point. That be confident, be very good in the communication,
Hmm.
be ready to answer each and every question that comes to you. Don't
Hmm.
shy away from giving wrong answers. That is the first basic thing. Coming to your technical skills, I would like to say that today in India, Microsoft Excel, I mean, it's not just in India, it's in every business.
Hmm.
Excel is a tool that is a communication tool for each and every company, because no matter whatever field you come from, the reports that you'll send to your partner will always be Microsoft Excel, because they speak in this language.
Hmm.
Business talks in Microsoft Excel.
Hmm.
Okay. So, if I tell you that, I get reports from Wink, Apple, and Ghana, Spotify. So these reports are not given to me by their programming platforms, or that they don't share me a tool or a platform or a software. Access this software and then data and get your reports out of it. They give me a simple .csv .xlms file, Excel file,
Hmm.
because they have all these big softwares already, because they're obviously a big they're a tech company. They have a lot
Hmm.
of tools and softwares to get their data. So when they talk to me, when I talk to them, we speak in Excel. So you should
Hmm.
always know Microsoft Excel most importantly, because ultimately when you're showing your data to your management, it will always be in Excel, PowerPoint to your management. So that is point
Hmm.
number one. In Excel, be very well versed with your advanced Excel formulas. Know your pivot table, know your power pivot, all the advanced formulas like VLOOKUP, index match, because these are very helpful when you want to migrate millions of data like it's literally into lakhs of data that you can actually get by using advanced Excel formulas. You should know how to format your sheets. You should know you should know your analytical approach. So, Excel is also a very powerful statistical tool. You
Mm.
have a lot of statistical formulas in Excel. So if you are
Mhm.
someone who's into a very hardcore analysis field, you can use those formulas to do your regression, your hypothesis in Excel as well. Because in my management, I've done that. In my management course, I've been using hypothesis, I've been using regression into my data sets for in Microsoft Excel as well. So, okay, so there is one interesting thing that I would like to share.
Yeah.
I once received a call from one firm,
Mm.
and they asked me for an interview, and they wanted me to know SPSS. It's a
Mm.
software by IBM. It's a
Mhm.
statistical software by IBM. So I don't
Mm.
know how common it is in India, but I would also recommend people to learn that software. I've learned it. I mean, I know the basics of it. It's a very good software. It's powerful than Excel when it comes to statistics. Then coming to tools, you can learn SQL. SQL is a very powerful tool again. It's a very powerful from a point of view that when you have a lot of amount of data, for example, banks. If you see, banks have a lot of data of their customers, their salary account, their customer ID. So they have a large amount of data. It's into terabytes and trillions of data. So SQL can help you there to to search your data out of that entire database. So SQL can be something that freshers can prepare for as an analyst. You can learn tools like visualizing tools like Power BI, Tableau. These tools help you to present data in a very visualistic and graphical format to your management by your
Mhm.
charts, your bar graph. Because when you present to your higher management, they want to see a very top-notch presentation. They don't want to see your table, columns, and formulas. They want to see in diagrams. You should be able to explain that pie chart. You should be able to explain your scatter plots. So these tools are very important when you present your presentation to your management.
Mhm.
So apart from that, I started to learn Python. I'm not sure because I cannot speak on Python because I just know the basics of it. But
Mhm.
as a business analyst, you can also learn Python because tech companies really want you to know Python and programming
Mhm.
languages like R, because they want you to get your data to understand your data, talk to your data in that language as well. So these are
Mhm.
some technological tools that I would like to say that you can learn.
Mhm.
But Microsoft
Mhm.
Excel is the most important, I would like to say, for an analyst.
Mhm. And now, talking of your analyst background, so you intend to
Mhm.
work as an analyst for next few years. So I would like to ask you that where do you see yourself in the next upcoming 5 years as an analyst?
As an analyst in the next 5 years, I would like to see someone that is heading the analytics department, who
Hmm.
is the brain of the firm. See, 5 years,
Hmm.
5 years is a very short time I would say. But
Hmm.
like I said, you always should dare to dream that. If you
Exactly.
dream that in 5 years you'll be the head of that department, it can take you
Hmm.
7 to 8 years, but you will achieve that somewhere.
Hmm.
So I see myself as heading the analytics department, as being the brain, as making decisions in a very analytical mindset for the company. And believe me, data decisions are the most perfect decisions a company can take. A company which relies heavily on data will always go. It will be the best company coming out of the lot, because data is something that gives you the best information, the most accurate information, so that I can say.
Hmm. And now this is the last question. So it is related
Yeah.
with our audience. So I would like
Okay.
you to give some message for our audience
Mhm.
who is preparing to be an analyst. So this is a message from you as an analyst.
Okay. Uh, so the message I would like to give my audience is, no matter what background you come from, no matter what you want to be, as an analyst, always have that hunger to ask questions.
Hmm.
Always be critical, be curious. always try to challenge the current trend going on, because when you
Mm,
start to challenge, when you start to ask questions on what is currently being followed, you will
mm,
always have a better solution for that. So as an analyst, always be innovative, be creative. Don't shy away from failing, from asking the wrong set of questions, from giving the wrong results, because ultimately it's a beautiful journey that you will carry on with all the skills that you have learned.
mm. Yeah, so this was very good because thanks to you, Gurjit, for being on my show and giving us a valuable time. The reason is I was able to talk with a really professional analyst. Okay, so I have been searching all of the things that analysts have been doing for the many years, but
Okay.
you have been working as an analyst for like many years. So it
Hmm.
was really good to have you on this show and sparing your valuable time, because I know you are very very busy throughout the weeks,
Yeah,
and you also have to manage your management program and everything. So it
I
was very
know.
nice of you to spare your time for this podcast. And I think that this podcast is definitely going to enlighten some minds regarding the analyst preparation, because yes, being an analyst is definitely now one of the trending jobs, I would say. Like
Correct. Correct.
on
Yes.
any job portal, you can easily find that there is an opening always for an analyst. So
Of
definitely, and
course.
Saregamapa itself is a different sort of company. Like everyone thinks of it just like a music industry, but in real, they also require a lot of developers, lot of analysts, and everything. So
Hmm.
yes, that is also quite different, I would say, because I have came across. So in music industry, I haven't able
Mhm.
to talk with anyone, but this was a very, I would say, intriguing type of the podcast regarding the all the
Yeah.
aspects related with the music industry. So I
I
wasn't
know.
really aware of
And
that. Mm.
and when you talk about Saregama, Saregama is also one of the big companies which is actually investing a lot of in technology. In
Hmm.
technology, why? Because they have a big team of technology. They have an analytics team as well. So analytics
Hmm.
team is different, technical team is different, because whatever decisions they are making right now is all with software and on data, on whatever they are doing. So based on that, they want to come out as a company which is digitally, technologically very advanced, as well as they're sticking very generic by providing good and very practical content to people. So I also didn't know that music industry is so deep driven into technology. Like
Hmm.
when I interact with my partners like Spotify, Ghana, you won't believe what the applications that they have. It's all algorithm driven. It's all
Hmm.
technical driven. There were teams sitting behind that is wanting customers to have the best experience possible, and it's completely into technology. So the music industry is opening and will open a lot of doors to people from the IT industry. It is
Hmm.
growing at a tremendous pace. It's evolving, and it's not going to stop anywhere. And
Hmm.
I mean, from a music industry, I was not expecting this to happen, but yeah, it's crazy out there. The
Hmm.
decisions that they're taking, the daring that they are going, they're exploring now. So now if you see, no, there's a new trend coming out: songs with stories.
Hmm.
So every music videos
Hmm.
has a song, has a story behind it. So
Hmm.
T Series, Sony, even Saregama, they're going to come with more stories. So they're going to tell people stories in 4 minutes. Like
Hmm.
if I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you see videos by T Series, but
Hmm.
there is these songs coming out like Lut Gaye and Chhod Denge. So these songs, man, they have a story. Like starting minute till the 5 minutes, they have a story going on, that
Hmm.
someone is cheating someone, or someone is like, there is a entire plot behind it. So
Hmm.
this industry is evolving, and it's taking technology into it, which is
Hmm.
really going to go from this point to that point. I see that because I'm seeing in my current company the way,
Hmm.
the pace that they are investing heavily into tech. It's
Hmm.
astonishing, really.
Hmm.
And yeah, and Ronak, thank you so much, because initially I was like, I was into anxiety. Oh my God, what questions will he ask me? Because I have never been interviewed like this before. Apart from people like, that want to hire me. But you're someone that that has
Hmm.
interviewed, and I'd like to say that you have made this experience very friendly. At
Hmm.
I didn't even experience it. I'm sitting in some professional forum and I have to think and answer. But whatever I've said today in front of you is because
Hmm.
of you making me very comfortable, and it has all
Hmm.
come out spontaneous.
Yeah,
So
podcasts
thank you for
are
that.
kind of informal because yeah, many people do think that
Yeah,
podcast is something sort of like a professional interview, but it is just a journey and a glimpse of your life. So
yeah,
how you
correct.
have reached the current designation, position, or the level that you are in. So
Mm.
it that is like it. And for our audience, so I'll be linking Gurjit's LinkedIn profile down in the description box. You will also have timestamps related to those. And apart from that, there will be also audio versions of this on the Spotify and Anchor. Links to those will be also down in the description box as well. Yeah, and I would again
Mm.
like to thank you for joining us today, Guruji.
I'll monitor my Spotify streams. Huh? How many streams I'm getting on a daily basis. I'll prepare a report and share it to you now.
Yeah, and it is like really great to
uh,
have. So we have been friends for many years, and it was a great
I
experience
know.
talking to you on this one.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ronak. Thank you. Bye bye.
Mm.